up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So we are here today to do your September love reading, and I'm so excited to do this reading for you today. I cannot even believe that it's already September. I literally feel like the year 2020 is like flying by so fast, yet it feels like it's moving so slow. It's been like the weirdest year ever, literally. So today's reading, we're just going to dig in and get some information for you guys on what's going to be happening in your love life throughout the month of September. So we're going to take a look at kind of like the general energies influencing you as you navigate your love life in the month of September, and then we'll take a look to see if there's any people, events, energies of significance, like the finer details as you navigate the month as well. This is going to be a pick a card reading, so in a second I'm going to show you guys a close-up of our card selections that we have to choose from for today. I do have a lot of cards we're going to be working with, a few different oracle decks as well as a tarot deck for today's reading. I'll have those listed in the description box down below if you're curious as to what they are. And yeah, as always with these readings, you guys, just keep in mind that they are general in nature. So this could mean that for some of you, this literally feels like a personal reading, whereas for others of you, there may only be one or two messages that apply to your specific situation. So just keep that in mind as you watch. If you're curious to know more about your personal situation, I do offer personal readings. All the details on how you can book with me will be listed in the description box down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's go ahead and get into the card selection now. Hey guys, so here is our card selection for your September love reading. So you can see here that we have 4 groups that you can choose from. This is going to be group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. So what I would love for you guys to do is just take a couple deep breaths, take a moment to really kind of center yourself, think about your love life in the month of September, and allow your intuition to guide you to either the correct crystal or card that feels right to you. So I will give you guys a couple of minutes here to make your selection. And when you're ready, you can use the timestamps in the description box below to fast forward to your reading. Hey guys, so if you chose group number 1, which is this little citrine crystal, let's go ahead and take a look at your cards. So what I'm going to be doing, if you guys watch my videos, you know what I like to do first is show you a kind of a close-up of what the cards look like, so that you guys can screenshot them and just kind of pick up on their energies on your own, and then I'll deliver your message on camera too. Okay, so this is already really positive. Overall energy, we have soulmates. We have heart-to-heart conversations. Beautiful. Ooh, we have flame, eternity. Also very beautiful. We have the 4 of visions, which is the 4 of cups. We have the keeper of challenges, which is the king of swords. And then we have the weaver of challenges, which is the queen of swords. So most definitely a soulmate connection for sure. So I'm going to let you guys just take a look at these. Let me get them in the frame for you. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible at like doing that ahead of time. So I'm going to have you guys just take a second here to look at your cards. You can screenshot them if you want at this time. And let's go ahead and get into your message. Okay, group number 1. So what is going on with you guys when it comes to love in the month of September? So you just got a close-up of your cards. Overall energy here is really looking super positive. So the overall energy is kind of like what it is that is influencing you guys throughout your entire month of September when it comes to love. And what I'm really seeing here is that the majority of you guys that chose this group are 100% connecting with somebody of significance, a soulmate specifically. So we have heart-to-heart conversations. It says, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So for me, this card is very much about like getting to know the other person, connecting with them on a much deeper level than maybe you have in the past. And then we have the soulmate card as well, which says your soulmate is already with you in spirit, believe this, and they will manifest physically. I do think there is kind of this vibe here at the beginning of your month with the Four of Visions. This is also the Four of Cups. This card is a little bit of like a blah kind of energy. So I feel like right at the beginning of the month of September, you guys may not necessarily be connecting with someone of significance. I feel like you guys might be in this space of just kind of feeling like there's no options out there for you, or you're not really intrigued or interested with anybody. Maybe for a few of you, there's this vibe of really feeling like you missed an opportunity with somebody. You know what I mean? But I do definitely see that this is going to change for you as you navigate through the middle to the end of the month of September. I think that's probably why, like, you guys with this soulmate card here, so even though I definitely see soulmate vibes going on later in the month, I feel like at the beginning of the month, you guys are kind of in that manifestation mode. Like right now that my person is not here, or maybe you're feeling like you missed that opportunity with somebody that you really were excited about or that you wanted to connect with, but you're really just kind of leaning back and, you know, needing to believe that this person will manifest when they're supposed to manifest for you. So the reason why I really feel like you guys are connecting with somebody on a deeper level in the month of September, and the reason why I feel like this is definitely a soulmate, is because we have the King of Swords and we also have the Queen of Swords. So this is a super compatible couple. So it's very exciting. So to give you guys a little bit of background information, so the Suit of Swords, this has to do with our air signs. So maybe you guys or the person you're connecting with are the signs of like Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but this is definitely strong air sign energy coming through. If you guys are not air signs, and if your person that you're connecting with is not an air sign, this can really mean that this is a connection that is really based on connecting through logic, connecting through conversation as well, because the swords are all about kind of like stimulating the mind, stimulating each other through conversation and really connecting in that way. I think this really makes a lot of sense with those heart-to-heart conversations that we see influencing you throughout the month. I feel like this is a connection in which you and your person are going to really enjoy just like getting to know one another through having conversation, especially if you guys are both air signs or if you have it somewhere in your chart. I know this from personal experience. I'm a Gemini. We do not shut up. We love to talk. So all the air signs I feel like are kind of like this. So I do see you guys really enjoying one another, connecting with one another through conversation for sure. And with this flame energy here, if I can pick it up to show you, I'm definitely getting the vibe that this is a connection that has the potential to go the long distance, because it says eternity here. And with this being a nighttime, I'm almost getting a vibe like maybe some of you guys might connect with this person a lot at night. Maybe for some of you, it's like during the evening time that you really spend time with this person. Doesn't have to be, it's just like a random message that I was picking up on. The one thing that I will say that could be something for you guys to look out for, pile one, would just be that with all of this swords energy, you know, you guys are compatible, right? Like, because you're of the same kind of like vibe, the same mentality, if that makes sense. What I will say, just as something to look out for, is that a lot of times when we are in this energy of the swords, when it comes to like love and romance and, you know, connections with other people, sometimes you run the risk of things being too much up in your head and not as much in your heart space. So kind of going back to this Four of Cups that we see here, this is an energy very much of feeling like just blah, like your heart is kind of closed off, you're not really open or interested. Maybe you're just not ready or not ready to receive love or to give love. And even though I kind of see you guys turning the corner there when you're connecting with this person, I would just be on the lookout to make sure that you're not overthinking, overanalyzing, or really like doing things that you think you should be doing versus doing what you feel you should be doing. So just something that I would look out for. Just something to be mindful of. But overall, I definitely see that there's like a strong masculine, there's a strong feminine energy here. I feel like there's going to be a lot of clarity of thought, a lot of clarity in conversation. I feel like you're going to be really connecting with this person, as I was saying, on a much deeper level, and you guys are going to really bond over the art of conversation. So it looks really, really positive. Let's just see. I'm just curious. I'm going to pull one more card for you guys for advice. advice does group 1 need to know about their love life as they navigate the month of September? Okay, that's so funny. So you guys got the Keeper of Visions, which is the King of Cups, which is all about connecting to your emotions. Okay, so I think for you guys, there's a need this month as you're navigating through this situation. As I was saying before the card even came up, like it's really important for you guys to be, you know, connecting with your person through your heart space. It's just as important to connect through intellect as it is through feelings, right? So I would just make sure that you're in touch with your feelings throughout the month of September as you're navigating this relationship. I would make sure that you're keeping your emotions in check and keeping them stable, and don't be afraid to like really communicate how you're feeling to your person as well, because they probably would want to know. You know, just because your person may be an air sign and they like to talk and they like that intellectual conversation doesn't mean that they don't want to know how you feel. So communicating that, I feel, would really work in your benefit. So funny too, just we have the Justice card at the bottom of the deck, which is the zodiac sign of Libra. So I do strongly feel there's a lot of air signs that picked pile 1. All right, you guys, well, this is looking really positive. I'm super excited to hear how your month goes with love. Please drop me a comment down below. Let me know what's going on in your love life. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hey guys, so if you chose group number 2, which is this big chunky rose quartz that I'm obsessed with, let's get a close-up look at your cards, and then I'll deliver your love message on camera for you, okay? So overall energy that's influencing you guys as you navigate your month this month. So we have freedom. Sorry, that light is really bright. We have soulmate, okay. Let's move that over. Okay, we have the wasp, jealousy. I'm gonna move this down a smidge. From your tarot cards, we have the 2 of Pentacles, the Sun, and this is the King of Wands. Very fiery energy for sure coming in. I'm gonna try to move this so you guys can see. Feel free to take a screenshot of these now, and then let's go ahead and get into your message. All right, group 2, let's get into your love reading for the month of September. So right off the bat, I'm seeing a lot of really, really positive energy for you guys. But I will say, I do feel that there is a strong emphasis this month on you really doing what feels authentic to you. You do have soulmate energy, so that's really positive. But what's really catching my eye the most here is that we have the Freedom card. I know that light's really bright. So this says there's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. And then we also have the Sun energy as well popping up toward the middle of your month. So I do feel like for you guys, there is something around you needing to get really clear about what it is that you want in the month of September when it comes to your love life. I also feel that some of you guys are possibly potentially connecting with more than one soulmate in the month of September. So, you know, totally fine to like date, make sure that you are making the best choices for you, you know what I mean? Especially if you're not in a committed relationship with anybody and you're just dating, you're trying to get to know people. There's nothing wrong with dating more than one person at the same time, because you really want to try people, like, I don't want to say try people out. I feel like that sounds really bad, but you do want to make sure that whoever you're investing your effort and energy into is somebody that's really the right fit for you. However, I do have to get you guys together a little bit because we have the Jealousy card with the Wasp, and then we have the 2 of Pentacles energy here. So this is why I'm really getting the vibe that you guys are connecting with more than one person, because the 2 of Pentacles is all about like a balancing act. And you can see that this person is very skillfully balancing both of these pentacles very evenly. This is a very skilled person. And this is why I'm feeling like with this jealousy energy here, you guys may not be being 100% honest. Like I feel like at the beginning of the month of September, it's like you have specific times where you're hanging out with this person, And then you have specific times where you're hanging out with this person, and I just feel like there's the potential there for there to be a little bit of friction, okay? So just be mindful, okay? Totally fine to play the fields, find out what feels right for you, but I would just make sure that you're really being honest and truthful with people that you're dating, so that nobody's thinking like you're in a commitment with them when really you're not in a commitment with them and you're wanting to like date and explore your options, okay? What else? Okay, so I'm also picking up on a lot of really passionate and fiery energy for you guys as you navigate toward the middle to the end of the month of September. We have the Sun energy here as well as the King of Wands. So could be a Leo of significance that you're dealing with, or some sort of fire sign. So Leo, Sag, Aries, doesn't necessarily have to be. Maybe you guys are Leo, Sag, Aries. Lots of fiery, passionate energy for sure. But again, like toward the middle of the month of September, I feel like there's this emphasis here on clarity and freedom. So at the beginning, it's like you're in this space of maybe seeing different people, looking at different options. And I almost think for a few of you, there's this energy of really trying to figure out whether or not you have the time and effort and energy to really put into a relationship in general, right? So whether you're dating multiple people like we were talking about, or you're still just single and kind of figuring out things for yourself, I feel like you guys have a lot of other things going on in your life, a lot of other things on your plate that you're having to balance. And toward the middle of the month, it's like you're finally reaching a sense of clarity around what your path should be. So whether you want to connect and commit to somebody, or whether you want to continue to move down a path of just, you know, keeping your options kind of open. I do feel a lot of really warm energy with the Sun here. I kind of want to pull a clarifier. Let's pull a clarifier. I want more information on what this Sun energy is. The freedom is really catching my eye. It says there's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. This is like this realization is coming over you toward the middle of the month around what path it is that you really want to take. And you're free to do it if you want to, is really the message. So what is the Sun energy here for group 2 in the middle of the month? Oh my God. You guys got the Lovers. Yeah, so I really feel like, so that ties us right back into this soulmate energy here. I do feel like you guys are connecting with a couple of people, kind of keeping your options open or weighing your options around one person in particular. And toward the middle of the month, finally, the path ahead is so clear about where you want to go and what direction you want to take. The Lovers, this is all about a soulmate connection. This is about somebody really, really special that you're connected to, not only like physically, but spiritually, emotionally, mentally, like in every way possible. And it's a beautiful energy. This is somebody that you can really go the distance with, somebody that really kind of resonates with you. And I see you guys at the end of the month in this King of Wands energy. So I don't know if you guys are masculines that are watching this video, or maybe this is your masculine in this Lovers connection. But I do feel that there's an energy here at the end of the month of finally like taking the lead, taking charge of the situation and stepping up and moving it forward in the direction that you want. Because the King of Wands is a leader. This is somebody who is really passionate, really fiery energy, really, really strong masculine male energy, like amazing. But this is somebody that like when they know, like when they're clear about who it is that they want, there's nothing holding them back from going after it and taking charge of the relationship and moving it in the direction that they want, okay? So excited for you guys. Let's go ahead and pull an advice card for you. So what does group 2 need to know about their love life as they navigate the month of September? What advice does pile 2 need to know about their love life as they navigate the month of September? Advice for pile 2. Oh, that flew out. Okay. So that's definitely what we have to take. So your advice is the 9 of Pentacles energy. So this is an energy and a message for you guys to really make sure that you are feeling 1000% amazing being single and being by yourself. before you even think about diving into this relationship connection with somebody. You know, I was sensing at the beginning, remember, we talked about this jealousy energy, it's like this friction or tension that I'm sensing at the beginning of the month. So whether this has to do with you guys dating multiple people, or it has to do with you guys having so many things going on in your life that you're not really able to dedicate the time to somebody, there's a need here for you to make sure that as you move forward and make these decisions, that you're making the decision based off feeling really good just by yourself first, okay? So it shouldn't be like going into the situation with somebody because you're wanting them to like make you feel better about a situation, or you're dating them because you want to get under somebody else's skin. Like it should literally be like you are 1000% fine to be good by yourself, and then anyone else coming into the picture is just like icing on top of the cake, because like you're already happy, you have everything you need on your own, right? And then anyone new is just going to be, or anyone coming into your life should just enhance it, right? You're not depending on them for your source of happiness. And also, we do have the Four of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. So I think there's some reflection needed for you guys as well, which makes sense because again, like I'm sensing a little bit of a dilemma here at the beginning of the month. So it's okay to take some time and like maybe put your connections on ice, take some time by yourself to really reflect and think things through before making the decision. All right, you guys, well, this is super positive, super exciting. Please let me know what's going on in your guys' love life in the month of September. Drop me a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Hey guys, so if you chose group 3, which is this malachite egg, let me go ahead and give you guys a close-up of your cards, and then we'll get into your message, okay? So we have embrace, we have balance, let me scooch these over. Express your love. We have gray. Ooh. Sorry, that was not the best reaction to that. Okay, we have the Four of Spells, which is the Four of Wands. We have the Ten of Challenges, which is the Ten of Swords. And then finally, we have the Weaver of Visions, which is the Queen of Cups. Very, very interesting. So if you guys want to take a second to like screenshot these cards, if you want to keep them, and then let's go ahead and get into your message. Hey guys, so if you all chose group 3, let's go ahead and get into your message for the month of September for love. So you guys have a very interesting month ahead. I'm definitely noticing there's going to be a lot of ups and downs in your love life in the month of September. I do feel like the majority of you guys are connecting with somebody because there's a lot of energy here around needing to communicate. There's a lot of energy here around really trying to connect with one another and seek for balance in a relationship. So I definitely feel that there is this energy for the most of you that chose this group that you're connecting with someone significant in the month of September. So for your overall energies here, we have express your love. So this says, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So I do feel like for a lot of you guys, you're communicating with someone this month and there's a need to maybe take the communication up to the next level. I do see that there is some sort of level of misunderstanding that we're going to get into toward the middle of the month, and I do think that this misunderstanding is going to cause some emotional distress for you or for your person, because we have the gray energy, which is depressed, detached, and unemotional. So I feel like when this event happens, there's going to be a kind of an influx of emotions of negative and detachment and just feeling kind of like not the most optimistic about the connection. But your messages here are around balance and communication. So we do have balance here. And this says, love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So I do feel like toward the beginning of the month, you guys are pretty rooted in a solid foundation with someone of significance here. We do have this Four of Wands energy. So the Four of Wands to me is all about, you know, a soulmate connection. It's all about like having planted roots with somebody or started a foundation with somebody or building a foundation with somebody. A lot of times this can have to do with like living together, moving in together, things like that. kind of taking things to the next level. So I do feel that there is that source of comfort and support when it comes to this connection of significance. But there are definitely challenges happening this month, and that's what this balance energy is really speaking to, is that, you know, things may not always feel this comfortable Four of Wands, like everything's all good, soulmate energy. There's going to be moments where there are challenges here, right, with this Ten of Swords. So kind of at the beginning of the month, I do see you guys kind of like maybe taking things to the next level with someone, really walking down a path of positivity with them. Like I was saying, Four of Wands, this is definitely soulmate energy. This is kind of like taking things to the next level. This is like feeling really comfortable and at home with someone. Having the door kind of open for the connection, right? Being open and receptive to it. But toward the middle of the month, I do see with this Ten of Swords, there's something that's going to happen here that's going to leave one or both of you in the connection feeling really like upset. This is an energy of just feeling mentally drained, mentally exhausted, stabbed in the back, and just you can see he's just not happy, right? So that's kind of where this balance energy comes in, and this is where those challenges are going to happen. I'm going to pull a clarifier here on that Ten of Challenges just to see what this is about. But this is kind of where this upset energy, this gray energy is going to come into play for you guys. And that express your love, you know, there's definitely a need to keep the lines of communication open whenever this event happens, okay? Now, I will tell you guys, like Ten of Swords, even though, you know, at its worst, it can be like feeling stabbed in the back or something like really bad happening in the connection. It could even just be something as small as someone says something to you that makes you feel stabbed in the back. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be like a really drastic thing that happens, but let's see. What is this Ten of Challenges for pile 2? What is this Ten of Challenges for pile 2? I'm sorry, pile 3. What is this Ten of Challenges for pile 3? Group 3. That one flew out. Yeah, so we have the Five of Spells at the bottom, which definitely indicates to me that you guys are in conflict with this person over something. The clarifying card that came out with the Ten of Swords is the Weaver of Spells, which is the Queen of Wands. So, and it's interesting too, because we do have another queen here at the end of your reading. So I don't know if this has to do with another person for some of you, like a third party interfering in the relationship. It doesn't mean, when I say third party, it doesn't have to mean like cheating necessarily, but it could just be somebody else on the outside of the relationship that's influencing events and causing you guys to be in conflict. The Queen of Wands is somebody that is fire sign energy. So, I mean, if you guys are thinking about your situation, this could be someone that's a Leo, Sag, Aries, feminine energy for sure. But this is somebody who, on their best days, this is somebody that's a lot of fun to be around. Somebody that likes to have a lot of attention on them. Somebody that's good at multitasking and doing a lot of things, but on their bad days, this can be someone that's kind of bitchy, kind of gossipy, you know, not always like the nicest. You can think of like, if you've ever seen the movie Mean Girls, think of like Regina George. Like, she's the girl that everybody wants to be around and that everybody just admires, but she's not very nice on her dark days. It doesn't mean that this person is necessarily like this, but there is something happening with this Queen of Wands toward the middle of the month that's going to leave you guys in this place of feeling like just sick and tired of whatever's going on in the connection, just like totally over it. And it's putting you in this space at the end of the month here of detachment. Queen of Cups is your ending energy. So I feel like for you guys, this is really about you taking in this message of balance, right? Remembering that you guys not only need to take the relationship for what it is, right? Like, so we have some positivity here with the Four of Wands. Conflict is sometimes necessary, right? In order for the relationship to grow. It's like a challenge. We don't get any growth out of just staying comfortable, right? So really get yourself in the mindset of looking at whatever this is as a challenge that's meant to bring you closer to this person. It's a challenge to overcome. But also balancing your emotions, because the Queen of Cups, this is definitely somebody that when they're upset, you know, this is a very emotional person, water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but this is definitely somebody who can get into these, you know, emotionally detached feelings, especially when they have been hurt. Okay? There is a message here of embrace. Okay, so this says, through each other, you find the missing pieces. That's part of your overall energy as you navigate the month. So I do feel for you guys that you and your person are going to be kind of working together to move through whatever this conflict is. And I do feel like there's this effort to communicate and be truthful with one another as you navigate through whatever this conflict is, okay? So it's not all bad. Let's get some advice for you guys. What does pile 3, group 3, need to know about this situation? What advice does pile 3 need to know about this, about their love life in the month of September? For pile 3. Okay, so we have the 8 of Pentacles. So I think this is a message for you guys to just keep working through it. Keep working through the connection, you know, through communication and seeking to understand one another. Pay attention to the details as well as a message that's coming through with this. 8 of Pentacles, this is very much about like work, like working really hard, being very attentive and detail oriented to things. So whatever, especially with whatever the conflict is that's coming in the middle of the month, pay very close attention to what is happening and what the details of this conflict are. And I also think there's a message here for you guys to continue to just like maybe focus your efforts and energies onto other aspects of your life, such as work, for example. So that you're not feeling so affected or as deeply affected by whatever the conflict is that's coming in, okay? So hopefully this was able to help you guys out. It's definitely not all bad. There's definitely a little bit of a hiccup in the middle of the month, but toward the end, I am seeing you guys coming through on the other side, okay? Super curious, you guys. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what's happening in your love life in the month of September. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Hey group 4, so if you guys chose this gigantic amethyst cluster, let's go ahead and look at your cards up close for your love reading, and then we will get into the message on camera, okay? All right, so overall energy. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Interesting message for sure. Let's see what else comes through very soon. Oop. We have the urn, mourning, and then from the tarot, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. The Ace of Wands, and the 6 of Wands. All right, so if you guys want to just take a second to tap into the energy of these cards if you want, or take a screenshot if you would like. And then let's go ahead and get into this message. Hey guys, all right, group 4. So what is going on with you guys in the month of September for love? All right. So your overall energy is represented by very soon. So we have clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. We also have the urn, which has to do with grieving a loss. And then the other card that we had that we just went over has to do with the qualities that you're seeking in a partner. And it also has to do with projection. So I think for you guys overall this month, even though I am seeing in the details here that there's potential that you're connecting with someone, I feel like you guys are in this space as you move through the month of September, where you're kind of like maybe moving past some hurts or rejection or some sort of a situation that just didn't work out in your favor in love. Especially with this urn here, there's like an emphasis on grieving a loss or getting over something from the past. And then with very soon, this is all about needing to come to a space of clarity around what it is that you're truly desiring in a romantic relationship. And also there's this vibe of like needing to make a decision, right? So I don't know if you guys are going into the month and you have like an option on the table already. But there's a need to make a decision about what you want to do so that you can get whatever it is that you want, if that makes sense. We also have this energy here about projection. So this says, beware of what you're projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So it's like, I feel like there's a need for you guys to maybe explore, do like some self-exploration, and really think about what it is that you bring to the table in a relationship. What type of partners are you really always interested in, or what types of people do you really find yourselves drawn to? The reason you're drawn to these people is because they possess certain qualities that you want, but that you have within yourself, right? So I think there's a need here with this message to go in and do a little bit of self-reflection. And I also think with this message of the urn and mourning and feeling disappointment or loss of something or someone, I feel like this is speaking to the other message in the card, which has to do with the qualities that you don't like, also being your reflection. So if you guys have just come through a situation, or if you're kind of going through a situation in the month of September with somebody that's leaving you feeling like triggered in any way, or upset in any way, or feeling like, ugh, I have to leave this person behind because these qualities just really irritate me or whatever, there's a need to go within, because whatever they're doing that's triggering you is likely something that you do within yourself as well, right? Like it's a mirrored energy is the message I'm really getting, okay? So definitely kind of like this vibe of needing to like make a clear decision about what it is that you want, while also doing a little bit of self-exploration to become a bit better aware of what it is that you seek and what you want in a relationship, okay? So I see you guys starting off your month of September with the Enchanter's Wheel. This is the Wheel of Fortune. So I do feel like there is going to be some sort of a turn of events for you guys when it comes to your love life as you move through the month of September. The Wheel of Fortune is coming up in the upright here, so I do feel like this is a positive turn of events, like a positive stroke of luck or a positive opportunity that's coming in for you. Or could even mean for some of you guys watching this that this is a lesson in love that's coming in for you, presenting itself to you at the very beginning of the month. Could very much be a lesson to help you kind of discover what we talked about with the qualities that you're looking for in a partner and what you project in relationships, right? I always think of the Wheel of Fortune as kind of being like a destined opportunity or something the universe just kind of throws at you. And sometimes it can feel a little bit up and down, right? Like sometimes when this opportunity comes in, we don't necessarily love it because it's sort of like pushing us to change a behavior. It's pushing us into something that we weren't necessarily ready for, like a change of some sort. But many times when you come out on the other side of the experience, you look back on it and you realize that there was a lot of value in whatever the change was and that you really learned a lesson and kind of leveled yourself up. So that's kind of where I'm seeing you guys starting off your month in September when it comes to love. Now, as we move through the middle of the month, we have the Ace of Wands. So this tells me that there is potential. I'm going to pull a clarifier on this just so I can get a little bit more information for you guys. But Ace of Wands is all about kind of like the potential of a really passionate relationship. I would just be really careful that the relationship is not all passion, if you get what I'm saying, but unless that's what you want, right? Remember, there's this energy of needing to decide what it is that you want. So if you want that type of connection that's more physical, you know, that's fine. Just know that there is that potential being presented to you there. Let's pull a clarifier on this. What is this Ace of Spells for pile 4? For love. So just keep in mind too, you guys, that aces are, like I keep saying, it's a potential of something. So it means that there is a person or relationship that has the potential to grow into this more passionate connection, but in order for it to actually grow, you have to actually like water. It's like a seed that has to be watered, okay? So it's like, it's not enough for there to just be the seed. Like you have to actually put effort and energy into it, as does the person that you could be dealing with, right? So let's go ahead and see. What is this Ace of Spells for group 4? Four of Spells, Four of Wands. So yeah, like I definitely feel like there is the potential of a new doorway opening for you, a new path opening up for you in love. And the Four of Wands, I call this my 1111 card. It's like a soulmate energy. So this could be a soulmate that you guys are connecting with or have the potential to connect with. And it's going to be a very fiery, passionate sort of relationship for sure. You do have the Knight of Swords here at the bottom of the deck, so that I think to me also speaks to this Wheel of Fortune of like a really fast change coming in for you. And Knight of Swords can be air sign energy, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It does not necessarily have to be, but that's just something to keep in mind. But yeah, toward the middle of the month, I do see there's a new doorway opening for you in love, a new opportunity opening up for you, a new path, a journey that you can walk down with somebody. But again, it's potential, so you have to put effort into it in order for it to grow, okay? And I think there is this vibe I'm getting from you guys of like hesitation with this very soon as your overall energy. It's like, I think you guys are still kind of figuring out what it is that you really want in a relationship. And so even though there is this potential here and you guys are seeing it and recognizing it, it's like there's this hesitation of what you should do, how you should move forward on the path. So I do see you guys ending out your month here with the Six of Spells, which is the Six of Wands. So this is an energy of getting a lot of attention, having the spotlight shown on you. And you can really see this here depicted in the card. It's like this little dragon and he's like lit up and illuminated and everybody's just admiring him, right? Like, oh my gosh, what is that? The spotlight, right? So I do feel like there is this energy for you guys at the end of the month of feeling like victorious or feeling like you have a lot of attention on you when it comes to love. I'm gonna pull just a clarifier on this because I want to know a little bit more about what this could be for you. What is this for pile 4? What is the Six of Spells about? I almost feel like you guys might have a lot of options on the table, which would actually tie into that very soon energy. It's like maybe you have a lot of people, a lot of admirers. Okay. So it's clarified here by the Knight of Pentacles. So I would take this as some sort of slow movement forward towards something or someone. The Knight of Pentacles could be an earth sign. So for some of you guys, this is like a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Doesn't necessarily have to be though, but it's a very, very slow moving energy. So I do feel like maybe you guys have your eye on someone toward the end of the month, but you're wanting to take things really, really, really slow, or the person that's giving you all of this attention is the one wanting to take things really, really slow. There is a message that's coming through that's hitting me right now, going back to this urn of mourning, because remember this is your overall energy. This is something that's kind of influencing you guys as you move through the entire month of September in your love life. And we have a lot of Wands energy here, and especially you guys with this Six of Wands. I'm just being guided to share with you that I think, you know, getting attention is great, right? Because it can definitely help us to feel better. But I think that there's a little bit of a need for you guys to just be mindful that you're not operating from a space of lack. You know, like if people are giving you attention, I think that you guys just have to make sure that you're not relying on that source of attention as a way to like make yourself feel better or to like totally get over a situation. You know, there's a need for you guys to maybe go inward. Remember, like we were talking about at the beginning, there's a need for you guys to really go inward and make sure that you're super clear about what it is that you want and need in a relationship. And all of this fiery, passionate energy that's coming in, I think it's just a little bit of a red flag, that you guys might be like looking for the passion or looking for some excitement that's going to kind of help make you feel better. But I'm not really seeing a ton of like wanting to go within and do the inner work. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. That could just be a message for a few of you. But that just came through and I needed to share it. So let's pull one more card for pile 4 for advice. So what advice does group 4 need to know as they navigate the month of September with love? What advice does pile 4 need to know about their love life in the month of September? Oh my gosh, I knew that was going to come out. So we have the 9 of Spells. Another Wands energy. There's a lot of fiery energy here. Maybe some of you guys are fire signs or dealing with a fire sign this month. But the 9 of Spells, I love this depiction here because it's almost like she's got, she's doing like a protecting spell to make sure that nothing can hurt her. I think that you guys are moving through some pain in the month of September, really trying to move forward from a situation, get over something that happened. And while there is this positive turn of events coming in for you, there is a need for you guys to maybe keep your guard up and make sure that you're not letting just anybody into your circle, okay? You need to heal. You need to move through whatever this pain is, whatever this situation is that you're coming out of or that you're dealing with this month. And like I was saying with this like 6 of Wands energy, like, you can't just use attention to make yourself feel better. It's like a temporary solution, okay? So like with that Knight of Pentacles that came up earlier, it's like, take the attention, but move slow, right? Like keep it kind of in check and make sure that you guys are protecting yourselves, kind of keeping your guard up. Don't jump into anything super, super quickly. And more importantly, make sure that you're taking the time to like work through whatever hurt or loss or whatever it is that's caused you pain this month, okay? So I think that's all that I have for you, group number 4. I'm super curious to know how this resonates for you. Please leave me a comment down below. Let me know what's going on in your love life in the month of September. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!